Hello everyone. Well, tonight I would like to share something that happened to me today. I went for a coffee with a very good friend of mine and we were just having the normal conversation when I started noticing certain patterns in his language. And he was more negative than usual. And I sensed, certain emotions that weren't quite right because I know him well. So I asked him, are you okay? And he said to me, you know what, I'm feeling anxious. And in my mind I thought, I knew something wasn't quite right. So I asked him, so what are you anxious about? And he said to me, well, I'm very anxious about a presentation that I have next week. Right. So I said to him, so what kind of anxiety is that anxiety? And he said, I'm actually a bit scared. I'm not sure I can do it. Yeah, I wouldn't like to fail. Right, so you wouldn't like to fail. So I started thinking, okay, what would be a good question to ask in this occasion? And I asked him, what wouldn't happen if you failed? Which all of a sudden he looked at me, what do you mean? Yeah, what wouldn't happen if you failed? Then he went like, well, don't know, I guess, it wouldn't be the end of the world, he said. And I went, okay, and is there anything else? Well, I guess I wouldn't get fired. Right, okay, is there anything else? Well, I guess I wouldn't get rewarded for failing, would I? Right, interesting, I said to him. As he kept sort of thinking and looking at me, with that weird look, well, what's your point? And I said to him, okay, so listen, with these new learnings that you've got, obviously after having answered the question, I would like you to put yourself 5 minutes after having successfully done the presentation, after having presented successfully, 5 minutes after that. And I just waited a little bit as he did it. And then I asked him, how do you feel differently now? So he kind of looked at me, well, actually, much more relaxed. So if you think about it, how long did that take? Maybe 2-3 minutes to get to that point? Obviously, before that we were having the conversation. But to that point in which obviously he said, yeah, I'm feeling anxious. And then, what are you anxious about? Is that presentation? And what kind of anxiety? Is that anxiety? And then he said, obviously, he had that kind of fear of failure in a way. That's how I would summarize it. And then I asked him, what wouldn't happen if you failed? Which actually gave him some new resources that he hadn't thought about, which enabled him to feel more relaxed. And obviously, I linked that to placing or putting himself 5 minutes after successfully presenting or having presented. Again, sometimes people especially look at me with, what's your point? That question doesn't make much sense. And that's the whole purpose of it. Because those are the unusual questions that actually will uncover hidden resources that you've got. It's just a way, put it this way, it's just distracting the conscious mind to allow the unconscious to work in your favor, to actually bring out all of those resources that you're not aware about, that you're not aware of. How wonderful is that? And only with a few questions you can get there and just change the way you feel at the moment. It's all about mindset in the end. It's just finding those tools and learning those questions to help yourself and help others. So I really hope you enjoy my story, which was, in a way revealing, especially for him, because he looked at me, wow, that was amazing. And I was pleased that obviously having a conversation, I managed to help him, feel more relaxed, as he said in the end. So moving from being anxious to being relaxed, and that is wonderful. And before I go, I would like to let you know that if you wish, you can actually look at the link that I'm going to leave below for you to click and download my 3-step blueprint to removing or getting rid of limiting beliefs. And I highly recommend it. So feel free to click on the link, download it, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how that changes your life or the way you think, or anything, your mindset. Keep in touch, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon. Bye.